All radio shows broadcast on TOMz Radio Toronto are entirely those of the hosts, guests, and callers who are entirely responsible for all show content and do not in any way reflect the opinions of TOMz Radio Toronto or its staff. These broadcasts are presented and made public as entertainment and general information only, in the hope that they will be entertaining and informative to listeners. They are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or mitigate in any way any disease or condition or to promote any specific lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice, nor is the information presented necessarily accurate or verified.
expensive. First of all, you pay two taxes. So when you're purchasing a home, you buy the land transfer tax and the city tax. You pay both. Okay, so a property in Toronto average is $1 million and change. So if you are buying a property and it's $1 million, the rule of thumb is you have to put 20%. And what is the 20% of 1 million? 200 plus closing costs. Basically, you have to have 250,000. So who has 250,000?
So even if you're a first-time buyer, you can't put 5% down payment.
The first-time home buyer is 5% only up to 500,000.
Oh.
Yes. But there's no, it's hardly find 500.
I know. Now, right. Okay? Yeah. I think
anything exceeding that 500 is 10%. But once you reach the $1 million range, you have to put 20%.
And yet you still have to pass the stress test, right? That's another problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because of the mortgage is very, very high. Okay, what happened is the buying power of the buyer is becoming less.
Okay. Yeah. So how is your client doing right now? I mean, do you have more clients who are buying, or there are more clients selling?
It's very tough for the first-time home buyer right now. So the first-time home buyer right now is really struggling. It's really hard. They need some help from the parents or something, right? So because I've been in the business for 10 years, so what happened to me is I have repeat clients, and these are clients that's moving up, downsizing, upsizing, or even
just buying for investment, right? Just for investment.
I have a client. I would say we've done 5 transactions already in just one client. You know, so what's happening is it's tough. It's very tough. It's very tough right now. But again, nothing is impossible.
But yeah, maybe for your clients, I mean, you probably have a wealthy clients because I've seen you posting that you just sold houses here and there. You know.
And my business is not only in real estate. I do interpret. I do investment too. I do invest in residential and lending.
Oh, yes, like money?
I'm a second lender. I'm a second lender now. Yeah.
So, there you go. And if we need money, we should go to Jennifer.
No, you have to have a property.
Oh, we have to mortgage our property, or we have to have a property.
You have to have a collateral. So I can lend you.
Okay, not even for $100? You still need collateral for that? Yeah. $100, you know, you still have collateral for that. Maybe I can give you my watch, you know, for that. Yeah. So, so that's very exciting. So once again, you are coming here in Tesa Manila, right? Next week.
Yes, that would be.
Do you know if you're coming on a Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday at 5 o'clock.
Oh, Saturday at 5 o'clock. So you guys, if you're listening and watching Jennifer Toronto here, our Jennifer Lopez in J-Lo in Toronto, she's coming here.
Last night pala, no, it was such a blast, the birthday of
you were great.
Thank you so much for inviting.
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, a few people didn't show up, but it was good. We have like close to 60 people actually that showed up. Araceli, happy birthday again.
Yeah.
And also talking about birthday, I should say happy birthday to my brother. Hey bro, happy birthday. Yeah. I'm very proud of you, and maybe next time when I go home, I should borrow money from you. Yeah, very successful business.
I really want to commend you too, Ian, because all these activities are very active in the community, and at the same time you're a very hardworking person, because every time I call you, you always say, come on.
Yeah, I work. I work 2 jobs, and of course I work here, you know, on the weekend. So pretty much I work, 24 hours.
Very commendable.
Not really. Yeah, I know. Like when you live in Canada, especially in Toronto, you have to work. Yeah. It's I don't have kids yet to support, but I guess you have to work.
Yeah.
I don't like staying at home. Actually, I want to be out
all the time.
Yeah, because I live by myself, right?
Yeah,
I want to be active when I'm doing stuff. Because to me, it's like lucky for me, like during the pandemic, right? I wasn't affected. I was working the whole time.
Wow.
I didn't stop working because I don't think I can work at home. Actually, I can't.
It's hard.
It's more for me. Like wearing your pajamas.
Yeah, we need the social interaction.
Yeah, wearing your pajamas, working, and then maybe you put a nice top, and then you're in Zoom meeting, right? You forgot you're wearing a shirt or pajama, and you stand up because you want to get something, and like, it happened to people.
Yeah. Social interaction is such a good contribution for your sanity.
Yeah. And by the way, thanks for coming last night on Sarah's birthday. That's amazing.
The HDS, I'm always support. I'm 100%, 110% support for agents because
thank you.
they're
Thank you.
good people, eh, Naila?
I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, they're good people. And Anne is a student for the HLS, right,
I
Anne?
know, Anne.
Hi, Anne. Yeah, our
Si
DJ
Anne,
Anne here at TOMz
active
Radio.
dancer.
Oh, yeah.
Very
She's a
active.
dancer, yeah. I
Very,
think she's gonna
very.
dance for Taste of Manila, Anne, right?
Right?
Yeah, we had
You should watch.
yeah,
You
and
should
we had
watch.
2 weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the promo concert. We interviewed the Spring Water Band.
Oh, wow.
And they will be performing on
yeah.
Saturday,
Mhm.
prime time. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, they're really good. They're
They're really good,
some of them
yeah.
are Spanish. And then there was Canadian, there was African, or they're mixed. But they're good. The lead singer, Selby.
Yeah.
Hi Selby, yeah, she's good. I mean, she was sitting down here and she sung. I mean, she doesn't even get like, that's how powerful her voice is, right? Ann?
Wow.
Yeah, they're good people. Yeah, so they're gonna be here. They add me on Facebook, so I'm friends with all of them. Yeah. And yes, and we have Arceli Salazar actually watching us. Hi Arceli, happy birthday again. And we have Rodans is also watching.
Oh, wow.
Ramon Datol is watching. Tita Juan.
Yes.
Yeah, of course, Tita Cecil. She's also watching
One
us.
and only Tita Cecil.
Yeah, and yeah, and right now I think that's it for now. Yeah. And we'll take a few minutes break and to hear a word from our sponsor, and then we will be right back.
Thank you.
Stay with us.
Thank you.
Our company is committed to providing truthful, honest, competent, and result-oriented service through advising and representing our clients in Canada and overseas in a wide range of immigration matters. We focus on providing support, building dependable relationships, and promoting success. We are dedicated to understanding what results you want and to helping you understand what actions we can take on your behalf.
Simple lang kumita kahit nasa bahay ka lang gamit ang iyong Show My King online franchise business. Step 1, you post. Step 2, we deliver. Step 3, you earn. Tandaan, sa Show My King lang yan.
Mga kababayan, pwede na magpadala ng pera online to the Philippines gamit ang iRemit X. It's safe, secure, and hassle-free. Download the app from the Google or App Store and register for free. You can also visit our branches in Toronto, Calgary, and Vancouver. Or Google us at www.iremitx.com for more information. Huwag nang ipagpabukas pa. Download na!
Hi, go to Lechon guys, the lechon na pinakamasarap na tikman kong lechon. To order, call Frank at 647-838-9018. Tunay na lasang Pinoy. May branch sila sa 4465 Shepherd Avenue East, Unit 51 in Scarborough, Ontario. Golden Lechon. And we're back. So, we're over it, Jennifer. Yeah, we're talking about the Taste of Manila, right? The band and stuff, and you're gonna be here, so it's gonna be amazing. We have the SLS dancers also. They have, yeah, of course. We wanted to say shout out to Teresa Cooper, amen, and Florentina Escalar, Sipen. No sound.
Thank you for chiming
Yeah,
in.
of course I said that your name irony. Yeah, please change it to Jennifer Camacho.
That changed na ho.
Yeah, that
Baka
changed
magalit
na.
si
Thank you,
Arceli.
Arceli. Yeah. And yung name, yeah, of course. And Cecil said Jennifer Camacho Ramadato is watching with us. So, thank you guys for watching and following Rainbow Connection. So you have to connect the dots. Rainbow connection. Actually, my logo actually is made by a friend of mine.
Really?
Yeah, in CTV News, she's the graphic designer.
Wow.
Yeah, she's made that
It's
ideal
beautiful.
logo.
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
unique,
it.
right? It's connected.
And
so-
all different colors.
Yeah,
Rainbow
and
colors, yeah.
yes,
Mhm.
yeah, and yeah, of course. Earlier we're talking about. So tell me something, Jennifer. Wow, you are somebody now.
No.
I mean, it's like, yeah. Well, Pomoy. Let's talk about Pomoy.
Oh, yeah,
Pomoy
yeah,
was
yeah,
at your
yeah, yeah.
house,
Pomoy is-
right?
Okay.
Pomoy was at your house.
You
so
know
you get
what?
to ride your husband's Ferrari.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Marcelito, I would say, I know, if I'm gonna let them watch this, okay?
Yeah.
Marcelito is such a humble heart, beautiful heart, and I really commend that guy because he's so humble yet so
I know.
talented, right?
Yeah.
The story was the promoter, Maricel, is a
Maricel,
very good
yeah.
friend of mine, and then I go to Jen, I'm already in Toronto, so I said, I can stay at my place, and then she goes, Jen, but I have a problem. I said, what's your problem? I have Marcelito, huh? So I said, join in, okay? And then Marcelito hopped in, and they really enjoyed, and they even came back on that Sunday night, and yeah, I mean, there is a project. On October, I will be in Montreal. I'm hoping that Marcelito can show up in Montreal too because it's the grand opening of Maricel's Italian restaurant. And
When is this?
It's in Montreal, so
When?
It's gonna be in October.
Oh, so he's
Yeah.
coming back?
Yeah, because by that time, I think Marcelito will be in the US, so it's very easy to cross.
Oh, okay.
And they're also planning a show on February, but everything is under negotiation, so I cannot say anything right now. But there is another big coming project for next year. So I will spill everything when everything is documented and contracted.
Oh, I see. Do you have something to do with the Maricel opening an Italian restaurant?
Yeah, in October.
Also,
October.
so you are also
I will be
part of
going
it?
to Montreal.
Are you
I'm not
partner
alone.
with her?
No, I'm not alone.
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
a big 100% supporter.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Because I know your Danny is Italian, right?
Yeah,
Isn't he?
yeah.
Yeah. So.
But our business, we want to stay with real estate.
Oh,
Because real
okay.
estate, he does multi-residential on the commercial side, and I do the residential side.
Oh,
But
I see.
yeah, he does land development too, and yeah.
So he's a developer?
He,
Real estate developer?
in a way he knows, but he is a broker commercial, and I do the residential, so we combine. Yeah,
I
it's
see.
very good, and I think this business is really good. And
I've seen the houses that you have sold. I mean, it's
Yeah.
fancy houses. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you have somebody that helped you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would like to get my stager. Okay, my stager
Yeah,
is
the stager.
Priscilla Andrews. So what happened is I don't have a team of realtor, but I have a team to make it happen. For example, I have a mortgage broker that's working with me. I have an appraiser, I have a home inspector, I have a
You have
stager.
your own.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
So everything
Moves around you. Like,
I have a construction too. That if we need painting, we need to do a cosmetic
so
touch
you
up.
do everything, you know?
Everything involves selling and buying, and to
Right.
make it happen, it's
Right.
in my umbrella.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
So like they didn't have to call like for renovation or whatever that needs to be
Yeah.
done. Like that's you.
Yeah, because
you're actually writing this
I
idea
really,
and it's you. You're
and
the person to
I'm
call.
just so happy because I know the market softened, but my last listing I sold it again in 2 days.
Mm.
Because my motto is I want to sell your home in 1 day, and I really want to stick and really stay on that slogan, because to me this is my advice. It doesn't matter what kind of situation, buyer's market, seller's market, high market, low market, it doesn't matter.
Right.
As long as the property is priced well and it shows well, it will sell.
Yeah, so what about those? I know your friend does this for you, the staging and stuff. So what about the furniture stays there? What if I want to buy it and then I want to keep the furniture? Is that possible? I could do that? No, seriously.
No. It's all
Yeah.
it's all under negotiation.
And all under
Yes,
negotiation.
all under negotiation.
Because
But
the people actually buy that house because of how you showed it and how it was set up, you know, and the furniture, like, what if I want this furniture? Can I buy it? Can it be?
Yeah. So when a
price.
buyer asks, for example, they like the table, right? And we always say, that's not for sale because it's staged. That goes to the stager. But some of the property that belongs to the seller and
Right.
if the buyer wants, it's all under negotiation. Sometimes they sell and we leave it. Yeah. Everything
So
is under
did
negotiation.
that actually happen?
Yeah, It does,
The buyer
it
wants
does. And
Yeah.
sometimes the seller was so happy they got the market and they got price that they really want, they just give it away.
So it's
it's all about the money. In this business, the money talks.
So it's like people actually the people outbids the house is like bidding war all the time. Even as a renter, like if you're in a condo, it's always like
there's also a bidding war.
Not only in renting, but of course, not only in buying, but also in renting. Yeah.
Did you know that the property value lowered a bit the prices, but the rental amount is still continuously increasing. You know why?
Wow.
The interest rate is so high right now, so the owner of the property pays more higher compared before the monthly mortgage.
Right.
So that means they have to pass it over to the tenant, and they have to collect a higher rent. That's
So
exactly
it's
what's
a bit
happening.
harder for regular people like us, of course.
So hard.
Because not only the housing market is went up the roof, it's also, if you're buying a house and you're only approved for 500,000, some of them not even 500,000, right?
That's why.
Yeah, and then the house is like here in Toronto, it's like a million, So
I
of
am
course.
very straightforward to all the people that I meet, and if there's only one person buying, I always say find a partner. Find a partner, find a co-buyer, find a partner, family, partner.
Yeah, you have to combine the
wife.
income, right? To meet the requirements.
Because two heads always better than one.
Right, and also the income has
But you
to
know
be.
what? I have something as a story to tell you. So
Mm.
this happened to me all the time. If I meet like an individual, right? It could be a caregiver, it could be a PSW, it could be anybody. I gang them up, like maybe 5 women, 5 people or 4. I gang them up. We buy a property, and I always tell them, because you know what, if you're by yourself, you won't be able to do it. So I gang them up, and then after 1 year, 2 years, up to 5 years, we sell the property. Then everybody has baon na. When they walk away, they have baon.
And also, if they wanna buy their own, then at least they have money for down payment.
Already. Yeah. And it works. It works. So that's my advice. Actually, there's only 3 things you have to remember when you're buying a home. There's a lot of requirements, but there's major 3 things. 1, you have to have a job.
Of course, number 1.
2, of course, the income. 2,
The income.
you have to have a down payment. And 3, you have to have a good credit score. This is what we call the Equifax credit score, Beacon score. Every individual in Canada that has a social insurance number, everybody has a Beacon score. And it ranges from 300 up to 900. If your score is like 680 and up, it's workable.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is, if you have a high credit score, most likely you will have the best interest rate.
What if your credit score is not as good, but you have plenty of money for down payment? You can probably put like 30% or maybe 50% down payment. Is that doable?
That is something. This is what's gonna happen. Okay, if you're putting 30%, you have all cash 30%, right?
Right.
And then the 70% will be
On mortgage.
a mortgage.
Right.
You still need to be qualified.
Oh.
Now,
I see.
if it's doable because you're just loaning 70% loan to value,
Right.
maybe yes. But sometimes we ask somebody, a member of the family, to be on the title, and then we're just gonna get a trust agreement that you are the real owner. Only you're putting it under the name of your sister, your brother, your mother, your father.
Yeah.
Okay, everything is
I see.
doable. Everything is possible
Yeah.
here. Okay.
But of course you would advise that, right? Do you actually ask for pre-approved mortgage when you meet clients and show them around?
Yeah, because
You don't want to waste your time, right? You don't want to waste their time, also, right?
Of course.
So make sure you have pre-approved.
So, I make sure that they have the down payment ready, they are pre-approved, then I'll take them around.
Right.
Because in 3 times only you have a house. Because I know where to go and I know what property you like. It's just in this business, I've been in the business for 10 years. I can smell, I know what you want. So you're not
the location that you want, the price range that you
You're not
want.
gonna take long. If you work with me in 3 visitations, you have a house.
Right. Oh, that's
Yeah.
good. That's good. That's good to know, right?
It's
So
just
when the lawyer should come to you.
Yeah. So but I don't want all our listeners to be discouraged. There is always a way. And if you are in the process of maybe trying to improve your credit score, we can always guide you. It's like teaching a baby how to walk. I can put you on my program to develop and to increase and we have a way of increasing your credit score. There is a way. I'm gonna give you a tip. If you have a low score and you want it to be higher, number one, when you have a credit card and it says, let's say minimum due is $20, do not pay $20, you put $21 or $25. And if you have the money to pay the entire amount, pay it. Your score will be high.
Yeah.
You do not wait for the due date. You gotta pay it 1 week before the due date. Okay? And number two, do not ever neglect telephone, Bell, Fido, Rogers. All this communication will drag your score down. And if somebody knock at your door and saying, oh, you have a lot of debt, why don't you just consolidate? Or they do a proposal. Never ever touch that, because this will put your credit score to the drain, and it will take some time for you to gain. Because your buying power is your credit worthiness, and your power is your credit score.
I see.
Yes.
I thought only when you file for bankruptcy, even if you go like consolidate, I mean, also your credit will be affected.
It takes 7 years.
7 years. So just like bankruptcy then.
It
7
is-
years.
In the eyes of the lender, a consumer consolidation and like consolidation and bankruptcy, they hold the same category, which is an R9.
I see.
Okay, yeah.
So that's the code R9. So yeah, pretty much if you, like I said earlier, so if you apply for, if you consolidate your
Think about,
yeah.
think thrice, because it's gonna really hurt your credit score. It does. I'm telling you, we can talk all day long about real estate. It's such a very interesting topic for me.
It is, yeah,
Yeah.
even for me, you know, because it's for our viewers, you know,
Yeah,
to educate them about, you know,
And-
because you're in real estate for so
You know,
long that,
there was a time of my career that I was so concentrated in the first-time home buyer, and I always conduct a first-time home buyer seminar. Because you know why I love working with first-time home buyer, Ian? You know why? Because when I work with first-time home buyer and then we were able to buy and they were able to move, the joy is immeasurable. Like when they acquired, the joy in their heart is really immeasurable. It's like hindi mo mapaliwanag ang kasiyahan nila. Kaya nga, this is what I say. I really, really like what I do. You know why, Ian? When I am singing, I touch your heart.
oh,
But
with
when
feelings.
I'm in
Yeah.
real estate,
You're doing it with
I
feelings, so-
touch your future.
That's good. So you like touching. I like touching. Yo, don't touch me. yeah, so you like touching.
Yeah,
right.
and
So how did you get into real estate?
Oh, okay. So, okay, my history. We have time, right? We have time.
Yeah.
Okay. So I came to Canada in 1996. And then I became working at a telemarketing agency and everything. And then all of a sudden I became in retail. I've been a manager for 10 years in retail, so my selling skills and my people thing is it's already there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so-
And then I started singing at the year 1996. So after all this, when I met my Danny, that was 2009. She told me, Jennifer, you know what? Stop selling $5.99 shirt, $9.99 shirt. Start selling a home $599 and $999. Why don't you do it? I see it on you. I see it on you. You can be successful in real estate. So I said no. For a year, I said no. I enrolled, but I don't go to class. Okay?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what he told me?
Yeah.
Jennifer, if you pass, if you become a realtor, I will buy you a car, a dream car of what you want. And I said, really? Really? Just go to school and finish it. Because I will buy you a car. Really? So every time I go to the school, I go, red car, convertible car.
So that's your motivation.
Yes.
The car, the dream car.
And then here comes the commission structure. The lesson is commission structure. I was
Because
like,
it's not easy, I heard.
No, it's
It's
not.
not real estate. Not easy. I have
it-
friends that
It's not easy.
didn't pass for it.
I took 8
Yeah,
exams to
sometimes.
become a broker. Okay, I took
Yeah,
8 exams
yeah.
because I always love studying. Back home, I'm a Bachelor of Science in Chemistry. I'm a chemist back home.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah,
This is my story. In the Philippines, there's a lot of opportunity that I can be in showbiz. I already got signed up in a commercial. I remember that time.
Yeah.
But I'm a working student. I work hard. I'm a working student, and it's always the taping is on the day of my exam. So,
yes. Really?
uunahin ko exam, and I took a 5-year course of chemistry.
Right.
That's not an easy one, okay?
Yeah.
So, inuna ko ang pag-aaral ko. So,
good for
hindi
you.
ako nag-show up sa mga
Yeah, you did
taping
the
na
right
yan.
thing.
So,
Yeah.
inuna ko pag-aaral ko. So,
Mhm.
so yun ang nangyari sa akin. And then, nung natutunan ko na ang commission structure, napapanganga ako. Sabi ko, what? I'm gonna make that? Yeah! Sabi ng teacher ko. So, dinire-diretso ko ang real estate. And then, nung gumraduate na ako, sabi ni Danny, Jen, do you still want me to buy a car? You know what I said? Ang mabait ako eh. It's okay, babe. I can buy my own. Pinaghirapan ko. Pinaghirapan ko ang kotse ko. Kaya,
So what did
I'm
you
so
tell
proud.
them? Yeah, I can buy my own car, but you buy me a house.
No. The hardest part is when I graduated, sabi ko, babe, I'm done now. Are you proud of me? Yes. So this is your first project. I-sell mo ang bahay ko sa Young and Lawrence. I said, that was 10 years ago. 1.2 is so high before.
Oh, yeah.
Nowadays, wala nang meaning of
Yeah.
1 million.
So that's a mansion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sabi niya,
Yeah, Lawrence. Yeah.
practice mo yan. Aba, siya ang kliyente ko. Abay, 8 o'clock ko na binibigyan ng offer. 5 o'clock na, ayaw ko rin pirmahan. Umiiyak na ako.
And this is the first house.
This is my training.
Yeah, very first
Jen,
house.
sabi ko,
Yeah.
this is the offer. Why don't you accept it? It's a good price.
Mm.
It's already 8 o'clock. It's already 5 o'clock. Why don't you sign it? No. That's not my price. I cried.
So you eventually sold the house?
I sold it. I got another offer, and I said, you see, this is the same amount of the offer you were expecting. This is the second offer, so this is the value. Okay? But then, sa real estate, marami ring mga kukwento ko sa inyo. Marami ring mga peligro. Okay? Kasi alam mo, nung nag-open house na ako ng bakanting bahay, pinapasok din ako eh. Pinapasok ako ng mga nagkukunwaring buyer, pero
Broker?
nagkukunwaring buyer,
agent?
pero bigla kang i-grab. It happened to me.
Oh, you mean...
Yeah.
okay,
People,
wow,
bad
scary.
people,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
So, but you know what I did? Nagpunta ako kay Master Jim Torres, tapos nag-aral ako ng self-defense.
Oh, that's good.
Kasi,
That's good. Yeah.
nandun yung bigla na lang akong ginrab sa loob ng bahay. Kasi
Oh,
sa
yeah,
vacant
it
home,
happened to
it
you.
happened to me.
Wow.
So, pagpunta ko
Yeah,
sa open
that's
house
scary.
dahil bakante yung bahay po, sumunod na siya kaagad sa akin sa parking. Sabi ko, who are you? And then sabi niya, then he grabbed me, and then I was just so blessed and lucky. You know what happened? Somebody knocked, it's 1:30, my open house is 2 o'clock. Somebody knocked at the door and say, we're too early, can we come in? Then I said yes, and then I was saved by the bell, the guy left. Somebody came too early for my open house, and I was saved. But now, and you know
the timing, right?
The
Timing is
drill
everything.
is when you are doing an open house, you gotta be careful. And sometimes people will call you to pakita mo sa akin yung vacant property na yun na hindi mo naman kilala. You gotta be very, very careful. And I always have my cell phone in my pocket during my open house. And pag nag-iisa ka sa bahay, and then sinabi sa'yo, pakita mo sa akin ang basement, huwag kang mauuna, paunahin mo sila, then you go. Kasi pwede ka nang in-knock out doon sa handa. Yeah, a lot of things. So I know all these events already. But then, now it's the social media. It's so advanced now. Everybody has the phone. We always out on the phone.
Right.
So, mas na-eliminate na yung ganyang mga peligro. Pero
Yeah,
noong
but
10 years ago,
when you started, right?
Yeah.
When you started 10 years
I
ago.
experienced it.
different,
Yeah. I did. So,
Wow.
real estate kasi talaga kailangan mahaba ang pasensya mo dyan eh. It doesn't sasabihin nila, bakit yung agent na yun, 3 days lang siya naglagay ng sign niya, 2 days lang, kita mo ayun, nakasale na, ang dali-dali ng ginawa, bakit ang taas-taas ng commission? It involves a lot of planning, strategizing, and thinking, and hindi yan yayari yan overnight. It requires a lot of research, study,
Right.
a lot of things involved. And you know what, kung bakit malaki ang bayad sa commission namin, sabihin ko na sa'yo kung bakit. We are open for any litigation. Pwede kaming i-demanda anytime. Pwede kaming i-demanda ng buyer, ng seller, ng kung sino man dito. Kasi we are very direct target. Okay? So, in this business, kasi kung ba't malaki ang commission, hindi ka lawyer pero you should know the property law. Hindi ka construction worker pero alam ko ang construction
So, merong
bahay.
idea.
Hindi ako home inspector but I know how to inspect a home. Hindi ako mortgage broker but I know if you're qualified or not. Kailangan yan lahat alam mo. Okay? Because we are in the middle, in the middle when we have a set, lahat yan umiikot.
I see.
And everybody makes money when we have a sale.
Oh yeah, especially
Including the
the
government, of course.
Oh, yeah.
The land transfer tax
Yeah.
for the buyers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
And it depends on the value also, like, because you get like 50%?
15%
50% on the sales? when you commission? Is it 15 or 10?
Secret.
Around that area, I guess. Yeah.
Secret.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But it's always 2.5% to the cooperating brokerage. Meaning, if you're the buyer, if you have the buyer, you're the buyer agent. It's common in Greater Toronto to get paid for 2.5, but on an outskirt, like out of town. The cooperating, the buyer agent is only sometimes paid by 2.0 or 2.25.
Oh, really? Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, so anyhow, before we go, actually,
It was such an interesting topic.
real estate.
Yes,
Something
I can go on and on and on and on.
some
Yeah.
things, yeah,
But going
not so
back,
much,
I would like to promote again Phil Cray at October 29. We'll be having a gala.
Yeah,
And
let's
the Taste of Manila.
Of course, right? The Taste of Manila, guys.
Taste of Manila.
This is next weekend already, August
So
20
excited,
and 21, Saturday and Sunday. And of course, we have Jennifer Lopez there performing. And of course, the Spring Water. But then among other performers, so we have Panel Events, and we have the amateur singing competition of Taste of Manila, and they're gonna be here with us. And we have so many, and I not to mention all of it, but be here. So of course, so you can see them in person. Of course, we have Ben Bautista. Sorry, earlier we were trying to do the Zoom meeting and Wirecast, but it didn't work. So we'll try it again tomorrow. We'll leave it at that time. We're thinking about 12, so we'll figure out the time, and then I'll post that on the TOMz radio site. Yeah, and Jennifer, before we go,
Yes.
Anybody you want to say hi to?
Oh, I'd like to say hi to my son, Nate Camacho, and my
Hi,
husband,
Nate.
Shanna. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. I know I'm going to send them the link so they can watch this one. And again, thank you so much for inviting me.
You're welcome.
Babalik ako ba?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. And we have
And
thanks
thank
shout
you.
out to
Thank you.
Rosiana is watching, and Rowena Igat Araneta. I think this is Tita Celso's sister. Yeah. Thanks guys for watching. Yeah, and this is it for us.
And more power pala iyan.
Oh, thank
More
you,
power.
thank you.
More power to
So
you.
it was nice hanging out with you at Epi Foods for Asali birthday party last night, and you did an amazing job.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, performing.
Thank you.
Yeah, and we'll see you again next week. Next weekend actually is Taste of Manila. So see you guys here at Butters and Wilson for the fun Taste of Manila festival, of course. We try different kinds of food.
Thank
I
you
think
so
we have
much.
Thai, Chinese, and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, and of course Ben Bautista is gonna be here, Spring Water Man, like I said earlier.